What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fixed by Shaq, and in today's video I'm going to quickly show you how to fix the issue of having your MacBook stuck here on the message which says recovery server could not be contacted on your MacBook. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you how to fix this quickly. I'm running a much newer operating system here on my MacBook and I'm not facing that issue, but I'm right here exactly where you'll be facing this issue at. So first things first, let's jump straight into the tutorials. I'm gonna quickly show you how to fix this. The very first thing you need to double check is to see if you're connected to the internet, right? So check your Wi-Fi connection status in here, if you're connected to your Wi-Fi network, and if you are in fact connected, check if your network is actually stable, okay? So try connecting into your Wi-Fi from your mobile phone or from a different device to see if it's running smoothly, if everything's working fine with your internet connection. If it's not working well, switch to a different connection, as this might be the first issue. Now, if you've double checked your internet connection and everything's working perfectly fine, what I would recommend you guys to do here at the recovery menu is to tap here on utilities, okay, and then open up the terminal real quick. Okay, so once you bring up the terminal here, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be typing a command. Okay, let me just see if I can focus my camera. So the command here that we're going to type is a command to actually schedule the correct date time. So it might be the case that your MacBook is not contacting the server because of the date, which is actually wrong. Okay, so if your MacBook's date and time is wrong, we need to definitely correct that in order to move into the next step. So what we're going to be typing in here is date, okay, DATE, and then space. Next up, we're going to type -U, okay, so all in small letters, and do not worry, I've left this command in the description box below as well. Next up, I'm going to tap on space, and then we're going to type the current month of today, okay, the current month that you are actually in while watching this video. So in my case, we're in February, so I'm going to type 02, okay, so that's going to be 02. For example, if it's October, you're going to simply type 1010 in the numerical form, okay? So after typing the month, you're going to type today's date. So in my case, today is 5th February. So I'm going to be typing 05, okay? So if you are, for example, on 25th of the month, you're going to be typing 25. Next up, we're going to be typing the exact hour that it is right now. So you need to write it in the 24 hours format. For me, it's 6 a.m. in the morning, so I'll type 06. But if it's 10 p.m., for example, you have to write 22 because it needs to be in the 24 hours format. Next up, you're going to type the exact minute that you are actually performing this. So right now where I am, it's actually 6 a.m. in the morning and 19 minutes. So I'm going to type 19, okay? And next up, you need to actually type the last 2 digits of the year. So the date that I'm recording this is 2025, so I'll type 25 and then simply tap on enter on your keyboard. And then here we go. We've got the new date set up, which is Wednesday, 5th February, 6 a.m. in the morning and 19 minutes, 2025. So now that we've just updated our date and time, we're going to simply close the terminal. And then we're going to simply tap here on terminal, quit terminal. We're going to head back into the recovery screen in here. And I want you to try once again reinstalling your operating system or performing whatever you want to do to see if the server is now contacted. Now, if you're still unable to contact the server, if you're still facing the same issue, we're moving into the last step in here. So in this last step, we're going to turn off our MacBook by simply shutting it down, okay? We're going to close our MacBook disconnect any sort of chargers if you've got any charger connected. And next up, we're gonna flip our MacBook upside down. Okay, so what we need to do in here is basically unscrew the back panel of our MacBook, and then we need to perform a quick step here, which is of disconnecting and reconnecting our battery here on our MacBook. In order to perform this, you're gonna need a screwdriver, which is this one right here. The link to this screwdriver is in the description box below. You can get it on Amazon for just a few bucks. Okay, so let me quickly unscrew my back panel. It's very easy. Now pay attention, because usually these two screws right here are longer than the other ones, so you want to make sure you keep them in a specific representation somewhere where you can actually understand from where they belong. Okay, so for example, in my case, while unscrewing, I like keeping it in a specific order as if I'm actually drawing the back panel blueprint. Okay, so simply unscrew left, remove the screw, keep it here. Here we go. Keep it here. Here we go. And once you're done removing all the screws here from your back panel, we're gonna be actually removing the back panel, detaching it. So slowly, gently just pull it up. But be careful, because in a few MacBooks, you might be having something connecting to the back panel, like a cable or something. So be careful while detaching the back panel. So once you're done detaching the back panel, this is how your MacBook should look like here inside with the motherboard. Okay, so do not panic. I know you might be having a different MacBook layout. If you have a different one, do not worry. Simply leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to guide you as soon as possible. So over here, what we're going to be doing is a simple step. All we need to do is just disconnect the battery connector and then turn it on, turn it back off, and then reconnect the battery connector. This is very simple. So first thing is to identify your battery. In my case, it's right here. In most computers, it's here. You can see the cells of the battery. This is how it usually looks like. Some have a few more cells, like they might be divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here I only have 4. Okay, so we need to find out what connects to the motherboard, and here in my case, my connector is right here. Okay, so if you have a MacBook similar to mine, it should be here. In a few models, it's here on the right. It's very easy to find out what connects the battery to the motherboard. If you have any doubts, you can leave a comment down below, or you can also search on Google to find out the exact location according to your MacBook model. So what we're going to be doing in here is simply disconnect it from the motherboard with your nail. Okay, you can simply pull it up, okay, like this, and it's now disconnected. Now in a few MacBooks, the connector might be this way, like you need to put it inside and pull it back, but in my case it's upward. Now I've disconnected the battery. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep my connector disconnected. Next up, I'm gonna reattach my back panel. Now make sure do not screw the laptop right now. Simply bring it back this way, and since the battery is disconnected, the only way to power the computer right now is through a charger, right? So next up, we want to make sure we connect a charger into our computer, and then simply try opening up your computer. Turn it on. Once again, recovery mode by holding Command and R to open up the recovery mode. Here we go. Release the keys as soon as you see the progress bar in here. This is a very common process that I assume you already know how to do because you were already there facing the problem in the recovery screen, right? So here we go. Once we're here, back to the recovery screen, what we're going to be doing is the same. Follow these steps, select your language, and here we go. We've got the macOS recovery menu right here. Now, what you're going to be doing now is you're going to try reinstalling or performing the step that you wanted to perform to see if the problem is fixed. Now, if the problem is fixed, you're going to follow up. And once you're done, we're going to be turning off our computer by shutting it down. We're going to close the laptop. Okay. We're going to disconnect the charger, and then we're going to flip upside down the MacBook. Okay, we're gonna open the back panel. We need to reconnect the connector that we have disconnected. Do not forget, this is important. We need to reconnect the connector by pressing down. Okay, here we go, it's done. Or by inserting depending on your connector type. Okay, so once this is done, we are going to reattach the back panel. And then we need to screw back all the screws to the same exact position. Make sure you pay attention. We've gotten here 2 longer ones, so make sure they're inserted in the exact same position that they were in the past. So once you're done, we're gonna flip back our computer and you should be good to go. Now, my recommendation would be, as soon as you disconnect the battery and then you find out that the problem has been solved, the error has been overcome, I would recommend you to turn it off immediately in order to reconnect your battery connector, and then reopen recovery and proceed with the reinstallation of your software or whatever you wanted to do while the battery is reconnected, as your computer might be a bit slow while the battery is disconnected from your computer. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video. I hope this video really helped you. If you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and leave a comment down below. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section and I'll definitely help you as soon as possible. Thanks for making it till the end of the video. Have a great day.